Let's welcome back former managing editor for Forbes magazine and host of What's Bugging Me on Ricochet, Dennis Neal. Also with us is chief political strategist for Starnes Media Group, Josh Jones. Josh, I'm going to go to you first. I mean, I sympathize with these college graduates not knowing what career to go into, what might be wiped out by AI, and not wanting to spend $100,000 a year, go $100,000 a year in debt for a job market that might be bleak. What is your take?
You're absolutely right. I mean, the job market is fundamentally changing with AI coming onto the scene so rapidly. And to your point, I mean, higher education has become so expensive because it's been a failed system of just rising costs, education standards lowering across the board. And you're seeing that reflected. I recently graduated from Liberty University a couple years ago, and luckily I was able to get a job with my degree in my field that I was looking for. But I know plenty of friends who are good students, got the degree, did what they were supposed to do, and now can't even find a job, or if they do find a job, it's not exactly what they wanted to be doing. And look, that's having a real effect politically for them and how they think about things.
Dennis, I mean, shouldn't high school graduates be thinking about going into trade schools? I mean, there's apprenticeships, there's trade schools. Is that a better bet, do you think?
It really is, isn't it? I mean, doing things with your hands, being a nurse or a physical therapist, but also learning to run a physical therapy company of your own so that you're not working for someone else. Maybe you're building a business. I mean, the thing about college is it has priced itself way out of the market, right? Tuition costs have more than doubled. They're up 70% just since Obama had the government take over the college loan market. Anytime government money floods into any zone, prices rise, and they have in college, so it makes it even less worth it in the AI era. It's just, what about the experience that your kid had of going to college, socializing, learning to be on their own and independent, but not quite really fully independent? That experience will be lost if you skip college altogether. I think that's lamentable and unfortunate.
You know, Josh, speaking of college and what colleges are experiencing right now, take a look at this headline from the Wall Street Journal. University of California professors are begging schools to reinstate the SAT. The article goes on to say unprepared students are lowering academic standards and draining teaching resources. A lot of these professors are saying that they have to teach middle school math and science to these wannabe engineers because they simply don't have what it takes to be successful in college. You know, it's the liberals that were pushing this DEI admissions process where there's holistic learning and you shouldn't be based on grades on, you know, SAT scores. But now the professors themselves are saying we need to go back and have some merit-based admissions and take the ACT and SAT into consideration. What are your thoughts?
They're right. For the past 20, 25 years, high school students have been sold this lie of you have to go to a four-year university in order to progress in the economy. And that's just not true. Trade schools are out there. There's plenty of, you know, the military. There's plenty of options, apprenticeships for students to pursue, but they were pushed, go to a four-year university. And frankly, not everybody's cut out for that. And that's okay, because there's plenty of paths to succeed in the economy. But you're seeing that now trickle down to the effect of where the universities are asking for higher standards in order to cut down on the amount of people coming to these schools. And that's not to just say to turn them away and give them no other options. Like I mentioned before, there's plenty of paths to, you know, having a fulfilling career in the American economy. But that would be one solution to our very complicated higher education system.
Dennis, about 30 seconds. What do you think about the ACT and SAT making a comeback?
Well, gosh, they've got to lift those standards, don't they? I mean, you know, college, if it wants to be worth the money, it ought to at least be really hard rather than easy. But it seems like today they just want to make it easy for everyone. I think, though, kind of reconsidering how much you want to spend on college and instead going to a trade school and learning how to build your own business is a key, is worth doing. And I wish anyone well doing that.
All right. All right. Dennis Neal, Josh Jones, thank you both for stopping by.